Sagittarius, welcome to your girl Tiana Worldwide Foods YouTube channel, also known as the Sacred Space. Okay, I'm here to bring you your weekly. I read all cards intuitively. Sometimes I do go by the cards. I kind of change out between my intuition and the definitions of the cards. All right, past, present, future energy. If something doesn't apply and it's not your story or it doesn't resonate, take what does and leave the rest. If you want to make any reading, because all my readings are timeless, but if you want to make any reading your own, write it down. Write the frequency down, ground it, make it your own. Okay, this is how you ground things of the air, like sound. All right, and that's that on that. All right, we're just going to tap on it and get started. Holy Spirit, holy angels, what messages do you have for Sagittarius for this week? Thank you for wisdom, knowledge, crystal clarity, and divine understanding. Thank you that no weapon formed against the collective of Sagittarians will prosper. Holy Spirit, holy angels, what messages do you have for the collective of Sagittarius this week? All right, so diving right on in, the number 13 may be significant to you. I see you got choices to make, Sagittarius. I see that some things have come to an end. I mean, they're done. And I'm really, particularly, taking a look at, the carnage that's surrounding your life, right? There's some, heavy on the spiritual transformation, right? Sudden, unexpected upheaval right now. I see, endings that are really cleansing and purging. These are endings right here that I see that you didn't want to make. I see you didn't want to let some things go, but it was so necessary because your goal, your vision, your dream, your business, really depended on you letting go of some messy energy, right? Because I see that there was some energy that was really threatening, your business in some way, right? Perhaps some energy showed up at your job, and really the attempt was to make you look bad, right? Or maybe talked, like I see it was like perhaps a combination of situations, right? But basically, you were just a little bit too emotionally intelligent for certain underhanded and gossipy or talking behind your back energy to really get past you in that way, right? To paint you black and you not pick up the memo, right? So I see that you're in touch with yourself, you're in touch with your emotions, right? You're very mature and emotionally stable because whomever was, dealing with you in your life, they were really trying to destabilize you emotionally because they didn't want you to show up to your life, right, in the ways that you were. It was just, it's almost like your spirit just agitated them. Just you breathing, just you living, just was getting on somebody's nerves, and they just was tired of you showing up. Like, oh, every time she shows up, I just can't stand her energy. Or every time he comes around, I feel like he's stealing the show type of vibe. Like that's the mind of whoever it was, right? And you had to make a choice. You had to make a decision and be decisive, right? Like I seen you, like if you went to a certain gathering or a certain situation, I seen you had to get up and you just had to go. It was just as simple as that. Like I do not have to be here. I could be anywhere in the world. I do not have to entertain this, right? So I really see you, this week. If this is something that's coming up in the week, I see you just having to leave, just getting up and go, not even wasting your time, right? Because you about to bust a move and you about to be victorious and be recognized, right? Be recognized in business, be recognized, by the world around you for your efforts. It's almost like you're doing different things and you're, giving back in different ways. I even see you, tending to nature, right? Tending to, all things that have to do with nature, whether that's, tending to your animals or, tending to, just different things in nature around you, right? For some solace and for some peace of mind, right? I see that there have been, heaven watching you. Even, I'm just saying how I got it. I see even otherworldly beings watching you, like just very curious, very inquisitive about who you are and what you're about, right? You've caught heaven's attention. You've caught, those that traverse the cosmos' attention. It's something about you that registers as, something that's veered from like its course. Like you're doing something, or you're behaving in a way that is not typical for someone of your background, where you come from and what you've been through, right? You're really appealing right now, in the spirit realm. All right. Yeah, very curious. That's what I said. People that, you got otherworldly beings in the spirit realm, the heavenly hosts, but, really people very curious about you at this time. Can't stress that enough, Sagittarius. Okay. Yeah, but definitely the Page of Swords really speaks to me of, significant transformation. One who is very calculating, right? Very measured. I see that, even what people thought they were getting from you, that wasn't even the tip of the iceberg. It's almost like, Sagittarius is, they're very wise. They're, heavy on the spirituality, right? I see heaven just gifting you and endowing you with sacred messages, and you get divine understanding really from things in nature. And really, when you get to moving around, it's like things come sharper, things come faster, things come, swiftly for you when it comes to all things spiritual, right? I see you do some of your best meditations and some of your best prayers when you're on the road and you're tapped in, just as you're driving, or just as you're going, or just as you're flying, or just as when you're going, about your days, right? And for that reason, I would definitely say, I see a lot of people have learned from you, right? But they learned from you, or the intention was to learn from you in a way that heaven could not recognize, that heaven could not honor, that heaven could not promote, and heaven could not stamp them with a seal of authenticity, right? And so for that reason, they turned around. They thought they could take the lessons from you and then use them on you, not factoring in the, that you have the experience, that you have, a certain level of experience at this point. If you're able to teach a thing, then that must mean that you have, not just the knowledge, the head knowledge of a thing, but you have the experiential knowledge. This is like, you've been in the ring, right? You've been on the field, okay? And so that is the advantage that you continuously seem to have over your saboteurs, over, fake friends, over, those that don't really, they're around you for the benefit of you, but really don't care for you type of energies, right? At this time, I see major choices, right? Major choices when it comes to your desires, major choices when it comes to your relationships, because you're keeping all of these things in mind, Sagittarius. But right now, at this time, it's definitely heavy on the choices. Number 6 may be significant to you. Yeah. At this time, it is so important that you end the things that you must, because like I said, you don't want things getting in the way of new relationships, even in love, because see, Gemini energy is out here, Sag. Okay. And Gemini is the Lover's card, right? You don't want anything getting in the way of especially love. All right. So this week, if some of the Sagittarians out there are in relationship, are moving into relationship, you might not want to have that friend too close, right? You're not that one that likes to air your business and put you on blast in front of everybody and try to embarrass you, you know what I'm saying, to make themselves feel like they're bigger than they really are, okay? Not that one, Sag. Okay, not if you're really wanting a relationship that works. You might not want to deal with, that one co-worker that every time you turn around, they definitely are, talking slick about everybody at the workplace, because you do understand, right, that if they can talk like that about Bob over there, right, that it's a matter of time. Talk about Bob to the boss, right? You do got to understand, Sag, that, what makes you think they're not talking about you in the same way when you're not present? Okay, so that type of energy, I see you moving it out, and you will be victorious, right? You're going to circumvent a lot of problems, a lot of circumstances, in work, love, and life, if you can utilize this to your best advantage in this week. And that is my message for you, Sagittarius. I hope this message finds you well. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, you guys. And until next time, Hotapu, loved ones. Hotapu.